Hello. Today I'm going to be checking out the Mystic. Just came out. Just got two of them level to 50. I got a builder one, and actually this is the attacker one. I got attacker one and a builder one. I got a couple pieces of gear to just check out the passives. Looks like pretty normal stuff, really. Just like flat damage increases. There's an snake tower range, and then there's this weird combo one here on the weapon. Yeah, so nothing super special. Another thing I noticed is half the towers don't really work in here. So it's really hard to review since they don't attack the dummies. Like this says DPS 147. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I know these do more than 147 DPS. So I'll jump in a map after this, and we'll see some actual numbers. This tower right here is actually pretty cool. So it starts ramping up. I have almost 4,000 defense power on this hero here. So it ramps up from about 9,000 and then gets to about 22,000 with not a lot of passives. And it scales pretty well with crit. And since it attacks so damn fast, if you max out crit on this thing, it would be extremely good. I mean, you can see the DPS coming out of this tier 1 tower that costs 30. And there's a pretty cool sphere for it too. I haven't gotten it yet. There's one that'll increase the backhand damage. Let's see. Right here, 10% less initial and then 20% maximum. I think this is probably gonna be pretty good because you don't. The only thing that tower is gonna shoot is gonna be some fat targets like ogres, and everything else is gonna die to poison towers. And then this right here is kind of interesting if you need more AoE damage. This would basically turn it from a 21k stream on one enemy. It'll probably do 9,000 split across 3 enemies. So if you lack an AoE, I think this would probably be a pretty damn good choice. I mean, you would be doing 30,000 DPS or whatever right off the gate too. So that's pretty cool. And then this bubbly thing here. It's a decent wall. Let's see how much health I have. So I only have 1700 defense health, and this thing already has 170,000 HP. So I think this will probably go up to probably like blockade level, like 300,000 to 400,000, if you made a character specifically for it. And then it only costs 30 DU, so, and it does the little bubble stuff, so it's pretty cool. I think it's, I'm not sure if it's a great main wall because like the ogres and some of the other ones are, the skeleton orcs are a little bit better, but I think the bubble part's pretty cool, and you know, just the low DU really helps. Yeah, it doesn't say. And then this thing, again, doesn't attack any dummies, because why would it? It says 110,000 DPS on this, so that's pretty interesting. I've maxed this out in a couple of my plays, and this thing is pretty awesome. The shield bubbles a lot. The weird little debuffs happen quite a bit. I mean, it does a lot of damage, shoots all over the place. The flamethrower does quite a lot of damage whenever it's maxed out. Yeah, trying to see. Yeah, so it's not a whole lot of really good builder passives, or spheres rather. The snakes on the plane one sounds pretty funny, I guess. Spawns a snake every 5 seconds that flies into enemies, dealing 500% defense tower. So, for an average person, that would be 20,000 damage if you have 4,000 defense power. So it's not amazing, especially every 5 seconds. That's like 4,000 DPS. So, just yeah. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. All right, let's try a map. Hmm. Might as well try the first one. I like the new UI that lets me start this right off the bat instead of having to wait 13 seconds for other players to join. That's so much better. Alright, I'm gonna try and keep this clean as possible so we can see the sand damage. But I have to survive somehow too, so I can try the other towers. Actually, I guess I could lose, doesn't matter. Alright. Well, let's have a look. Okay. Looks like the sand traps aren't doing any damage. At all. So I guess that solves that. I was going to do some more testing, but this stuff is really inconclusive. It doesn't show up very well on the video. The obelisk like picks one thing to shoot at out of like 20 things, so it's really hard to show how much damage it does and how the effects work. I don't know why the sand traps don't do any damage. I don't know if they're supposed to. This character is still so new, but my verdict on it is it's going to be a great character. It's actually filling that niche of high single target damage with that one tower, and then that obelisk is definitely great too. On the DPS side of things, I've tested a little bit. It's actually really good. That special weapon that drops on that new map is really good. Um, lots of CC and lots of AoE DPS. I don't know how strong the single target DPS is. I don't think it's great for that. I think you're still going to be using EV2s with Dragolich to kill the bosses, but she's a great all-around character otherwise. Thanks for watching. Bye.